stepped into that, didn't we? Remember, that's there for next time. I might just do this raw just to see what it's like, because it's not all plain sailing when you do these recordings. Literally, take after take, stumble after stumble, after so pretty much just keep it in. But welcome to the workshop. So go the first already on the video. So I have been not only doing 3D printing stuff, I've also been looking at doing some toy restoration. I've got all the original Ghostbusters toys back from the 80s, and I'm currently working on a bigger restoration project, bigger restoration project for the Ghostbusters Firehouse. And before I want to do that, because there's a few expansions that a great maker has been doing, Ghostbusters Gear, Nathan, and check out his Patreon stuff, it's absolutely fantastic. But he's been doing some expansion kits for the Firehouse as well, and I wanted to clean mine up and then add those expansions to it and do some videos on those as well. But before we did that, I didn't actually record the whole thing because I wasn't too sure whether or not I'd be doing this sort of stuff on the channel, and it was kind of just something I wanted to start doing. Now, as I say, I've got the original Ghostbusters toys, managed to get them out of storage a while ago, and they're all very, very manky. So the first thing I started on was the restoration project for Ecto 1, well, Ecto 1A from Ghostbusters 2, because that's the original version that I had. So there's a couple of photographs, and I'll take you through what I was doing with the actual restoration of that, with some extra little bits on the top of that, and we'll go from there. So let's jump over and see what I did. So here's the original condition that we found it in. As you can see, the stickers were pretty much just flaking off at this point. They're all sort of dirty and dusty, and they were just peeling off relatively easy. I think the ones that did cause some issues were the sort of translucent ones, like the slime stickers. They were a bit of a job getting them off, but apart from that, I managed to keep the Slimer on the side that I put on, and also the two of the front panel or windshield bits of slime. They were relatively quite clean. So as you can see, it kept the Slimer and the windshield slime just there. And it's just discoloured and very, very yellow. And so we used a magic eraser. You just basically just pour this into a little bit of water, and then just a lot of elbow grease scrubbing off all of that grime. And it cleaned up really well, nice and shiny. A lot of the yellow discoloration came out of that. Now, I could have undone the entire chassis and cleaned this all off that way, but it's just a very quick restoration I want to do. So I managed to find the original stickers from Ghostbusters, and here's the final result. I'm very, very happy with how the whole thing turned out in the end. I kept some of the original sticker that I did find had some yellowing discoloration to it, but I quite liked that. It gave a nice sort of vintage aesthetic to it, so I was quite happy with that in the end. So, as I mentioned beforehand, there's a chap, Ghostbusters Gear, Nathan, who does some customized parts for Ghostbusters, real Ghostbusters toys. So I managed to find this roof rack that I 3D printed and popped that on there, and it very well fitted, and it just adds that extra element to it. I might add a few more details to it. I originally lost the original chair, so I 3D printed a new chair for it as well. So when I finished the restoration and did 3D printing of the actual roof rack and everything else, that was quite cool. We had an incident with the shed we needed clearing out. While we're clearing it out, I managed to find these two guys at the same time, which I'm very, very happy with. So these need a bit of cleaning up as well. And I've got two more things that I'm still missing, but I'm hoping to find them very shortly. But lastly, when I actually did the 3D print for the roof rack, which is currently in the back here, so this is the 3D printed version, because I didn't have the whole thing. But then, thankfully, while we were sorting out the shed, I managed to find the original seat. Very happy. So that can go back on there, all back to normal. So there we go. My fully restored Ecto 1A. Now with the stickers, I think I mentioned this in the video anyway, but I'd say it just in case I didn't. The stickers that I printed off, they had some original yellowing on them. Decided to keep those in because I just think for a toy of this age, to kind of keep that in, give it a little bit more character. I'm quite happy with that. And the original stickers, when we did do them, they always had these little bubbling effects on them, and it's still sort of created there. So while I didn't want this to be a full 100% pitch perfect restoration, this for me is, I'm happy to display this in the actual fire station once that's all done. And the fact that I found the original seat, very, very happy with. And we've got some 3D print ones, which are pretty good actually. There's not as much detail as the original one, but you know, size-wise, they're pretty good, pretty good. So there we go. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. I've got a few more restoration things coming up. I mean, the idea of potentially getting another firehouse and actually doing almost a custom build, you know, spraying it, making it look a little bit more realistic, those sorts of things. You probably see it over in the corner there. I won't give too much away because that's the thing I'm working on next. Looking to get some hold of some 3D printed poles, those sorts of things. And I might even do a quick small short video on the restoration of these two guys here, again, which I'm very, very happy with. But let me know if you like the restoration videos. You know, maybe I'll get hold of some older toys, Ghostbusters toys, anything, sorts of things you want to see me fix and repair, and how we've gone about that. I'm no toy maker, restorer of any kind, far from it. I'm picking these things up from watching videos on YouTube. So if you've got any hints, tips or tricks, getting rid of the yellowing, those sorts of things, pop them in the comments, that would be brilliant. And on that note, please like, subscribe, do all the usual. And I'm not very good at plugging stuff, but I'm out there on the social medias. Just look for Bob's Occult Workshop. I'm out there somewhere. Play again, subscribe, support, and hopefully I can take the channel a little bit further. Now, who knows? Again, I have a full-time job, so time is a little bit precious here and there. But if you like, again, just let me know what you'd like to see on the channel, and hopefully we shall see you on the other side. I don't know if I actually recorded that or not, so I'm just going to go check. Yes, we did. Whoa.